Logan is a refreshing western in the murky depths of the bland, generic superhero genre, taking the tragic, immortal character and turning his head to see mortality while faced with brand new life experiences. Logan, to me, feels barely like a superhero film. It's more in line with the western genre, taking nods from character arcs that completely change a character we know and love, and the dichotomy of wanting to die when he's practically immortal doesn't fall into boring plot pits that plague some of the dumb, boring superhero movies. X-23, or Laura, brought an invigorating lightness to what would otherwise be a too dark, generic superhero movie. She contrasts the entire theme of Logan becoming old and deteriorating because she's just beginning her life. Her actions are where her character shines because she doesn't need to speak to be understood. She's funny, strong, flawed, and it all makes her a wonderfully intriguing character. She's easily my favorite part of the movie because I can't remember the last time I saw such an intriguing character in a superhero flick. Professor X was pretty good, bringing a completely new angle to the much-loved character. He was different, and not just because he was getting old too. He was still Professor X, just not in his prime. He was starting to lose it, but he still knew who he was, what he'd done, what he needed to do. He was an integral part of the X trio in Logan, bringing a wise perspective that Logan needed to hear quite a few times throughout the movie. The R rating on this swan song for Hugh Jackman was a perfect way to finally see Wolverine and X-23 in all their glory. When I read or think about Logan fighting a man with indestructible claws coming from his knuckles, I think blood, and lots of it. The action was brutal and rewarding, showing just how gruesome two adamantium mutants can be. It wasn't overly gruesome like a Saw movie trying to make the audience squirm. The violence didn't define the movie, but instead added to the characters and made a more believable universe. The language in the movie also felt grounding to me. It made the universe more believable because in the past, most X-Men movies reserved the F-bomb for Logan himself, and that was a nice treat. But in Logan, everyone was able to throw it around, making the moments of rage and frustration be more believable, taking away the normal safeness that comes with a PG-13 superhero movie. The coloring of the movie struck me most about the cinematography. As with the story, it felt very Western-inspired. Action scenes were pretty well done as well. Maybe I'm too spoiled after seeing John Wick 2, but some of the action scenes could have been more fluid, less shaky, but it's good enough for the film because I don't think action is at the top of the list of the genre this movie should be. Overall, Logan was the most refreshing superhero movie I've seen since probably Guardians of the Galaxy. Till the very end, I still kept forgetting I was watching a movie about mutants in a sci-fi universe. This was because the characters and story were so well done and so independent from the generic tropes of the superhero genre that I wasn't bombarded by these flavors of bland action and dumb character arcs. It was very nice to see a movie finally take it seriously and almost not be about the superhero, but about the character, the person behind it. If you haven't yet, go see it. I recommend seeing it even if you haven't seen any of the other Wolverine movies. It's different, and that's a good thing. I think we should expect more different movies from this very slowly declining superhero genre.